Well, I don't know what's going on because my screen is black.
You don't have to get racial right at the beginning of the show.
I was just going to say that.
No, I have nothing there. It's literally nothing. I don't know what's going on there. So if it goes down, you guys are going to have to tell me.
Okay.
And there we go with that down arrow again.
you know, kiss my ass.
So basically what you're telling me is the screen is much like your mind.
Hey!
Blank?
Blank.
Are you serious? Okay. All right. I see how this is going to go tonight. I see.
All right, I'll cut it short. I'm sorry.
Jesus criminy.
So he's going to nip the tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
Oh, you want to play just the tip? I'm down, Paris.
Yeah. So we do have a few
that
things.
was a short trip to the gutter.
Oh.
Right? Trip? Like I ever left?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, everybody claims I live in the gutter. Well, you're my roommate, so there you go. we're like Ross and Chandler on Friends. We got side by side recliners.
Don't pick it on me, Cookie.
We didn't mention you at all,
Right?
well, except for the down arrow thing.
You have.
Hey,
Because
Cookie.
when I said my screen is blank, you said my brain was blank.
I was asking you. You're the one who confirmed it by saying yes.
I didn't say yes.
I believe you did.
Soda?
Yeah, I believe she did.
No.
And there goes Paris.
Okay, well we'll give you this kind of gray like Paris. You know, you are getting old. Old
Oh!
You'll always be older than me.
Yeah, do it. Cookie says. Stop picking on Mercy.
Okay, I'll cut the Marcy joke short.
Wait, do I get a cookie if I stop?
A small one.
You guys are teasing me with sugar.
Well, you know, cookies are on short supply.
Paris, there's some sugar for you.
Oh, thank
You know, how about some protein?
Hi, Zappo.
I could definitely use some protein too. Hi, Zap.
Sweet.
Mini Oreo cookies. Okay. Just so you all know, we have a couple of things that we're going to talk about tonight. A couple of really main things that we're going to talk about tonight. One, of course, is going to be the billboard that's in Dearborn Heights, Michigan, off of Telegraph Road. That has become a big deal in the whole vaping community. The whole vaping community has stepped out on this one. We're going to try to
They should.
Yeah, we're going to try to get.
Why have I not seen it?
You don't live in Michigan?
It's been all over Facebook.
I haven't been on Facebook that much lately, but
Well, that's why you probably haven't seen it, hon.
well, shite.
You'll see the videos tonight that phone calls I made.
Well, you know, also, if you happen to look at the VapeNet screen and look at between all four of us, you'll see the billboard.
Yeah, but it's kind of small.
You know, don't blame me for my genetics.
Wow.
Just saying.
That just went south real quick.
No wonder you and Marcy hang out together.
Minx! Minx!
See, and Minx is number one now.
Wow, Minx! Really?
It's hard not to get in on it.
It's true. It is really difficult not to get in on it.
Oh, y'all can kiss my ass.
Marcy got a can of Vienna sausages in her stocking for Christmas one time and thought it was a package of dildos.
Actually, I don't have the exact location where it's at. I know it's on Dearborn Heights off of Warren and Telegraph.
I hear a puppy barking.
That's outside. Oh, God. Thanks. I have found out there's other ones around, too, in Detroit.
The same.
Really?
Dearborn Heights is not the only one. I'm waiting on pictures for confirmation to that one, but I heard there's another one in Detroit, on the outskirts of Detroit.
South Detroit.
You know, and the thing is when you call that number, they don't even want to talk about vaping or anything like it whatsoever.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I called when we first found out about the sign, and they gave me a number. They says, well, you're not going to be able to get a hold of them because they're closed right now. I says, okay, well, I'll call in the morning. Well, then I thought, well, let me call and just see if I get a voicemail or something, you know. So I called. It was a fax machine.
Hang on a second. Let me try something here. I'm gonna do this live.
Well, you know, a lot of times when companies close, their main number does switch to a fax machine.
Right.
But
And that's what I thought.
when I called,
hold on. Number is 800. Oh gosh, I can't read that. It's got half covered. Hold on, I'll get it for you.
you know, when I called, they gave me another number, and then I called the second number, and it went straight to a mental institution.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, what does vaping have to do with mental illness?
Hi, Joe.
Okay, it's
Hey, Joe.
Hi Joe. It's 800
Hey, Joe.
800
241
241
49
4949.
49. All right. Let's just see what happens today when I call.
You get to see me all the time, Joe. Why don't you hop on Sidecam?
Okay.
Can you hear that okay?
Yep.
Thank you for calling the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority Access Center. Please be advised this call may be recorded for quality assurance. My name is Brenda. I'm a customer service specialist. Is this call an emergency?
No.
How may I help you?
Well, I got this number off the billboard about the e-cigarettes being equally dangerous, and I was, I use e-cigarettes, and I was looking for a little bit of help. It said 24-hour. This was a 24-hour helpline.
Actually, during the daytime, it would go to another number, but after 4 p.m., they're gone.
Okay.
If you like, you can give us a call back tomorrow. We can get you transferred over there.
Okay, so it's not a 24-hour helpline. It's only until 4 p.m.
That's correct.
Okay. What kind of help do they give over there?
Well, you can get signed up for a smoking cessation class through them.
Uh-huh.
Also, they have someone available to answer any questions that you have about the e-cigarette.
Okay. All righty. Well, thank you very much. I will try them before 4 o'clock tomorrow then.
Well, thank you very much. You have a good day.
Right. You too.
Bye-bye.
What the hell is
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Here's a 24-hour helpline that closes at 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. There's so many things wrong with the whole situation.
Well,
So
I'm curious to see how they would answer the questions about e-cigarettes.
Hi, Smiley.
Hey, Smalley.
hey, Smalley, what's up? Yeah, a 24-hour helpline that ends at 4 o'clock. That's,
Right.
Brilliant.
It's a bit of an oxymoron there. Kind of like jumbo shrimp, military intelligence.
Before, hey.
What?
Former military here. Before we go any further, is there anybody in the room from Michigan?
Hera.
Hera is.
Okay. Who?
Hera Cookie is.
Are you like originally from Michigan, Hera Cookie? Oh, well. Okay, I'll keep my comments to myself, but wow.
Hey, I lived in Michigan. I enjoyed it there when I was there.
My uncle had property up in the Upper Peninsula.
Hi,
at one
Smiley.
point. He's since moved to Florida. I'm not sure which one's better.
I was in Stevensville, which is about 45 minutes south of Kalamazoo.
I used to live in Hastings, which is a half an hour away from Kalamazoo.
Okay, are most of the organizations in Dearborn as stupid as this one is, Hera?
Well, apparently they're in Detroit, too.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out,
Alpena.
if this kind of thing goes on all the time there. I mean, because they got a 24-hour helpline that's only open until 4 o'clock. And then they're not even the helpline. They give you another number you can call.
Mm-hmm.
Which, why don't they just cut to the chase and send you to the number you're supposed to be to? Yeah, that's what I don't understand. And
Well-
why? It's all ice.
Well, why don't we do this real quick? Why don't we go into one of the videos real quick so y'all can see what I went through. I'll go into the first call that I made, and then later on we'll go listen to the second one. So why don't you go ahead and mute and we'll play it.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so I'm getting ready to call up that number for the billboard. So here we go. Huh. And that's what I got. Alright, let's do this.
Thank you for calling the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority Access Center. Please be advised your call may be recorded for quality assurance. My name is Roy, customer service specialist. Is this the emergency?
No, it's not an emergency. I'm calling about the billboard that you have going on in Dearborn Heights about equally dangerous helpline.
Say it one more time, ma'am.
I'm calling about the billboard that you have going on in Dearborn Heights for the equally dangerous helpline for e-cigarettes.
Yes.
How are you helping people?
I'm going to give you a number to call. I'm going to transfer you over to this smoking hotline number. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Marcy.
Marcy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Marcy, hold on to the line and let me transfer you over.
Okay, do I have a number? Can you give me a number just in case?
Yeah, 1-800-543-0161.
Okay.
All right, and also, Marcy, would you like to partake in our phone survey? If so, you'll get a phone call 8 business days.
No, thank you.
All right, hold on, please.
The assurance. Please listen as our prompts have changed. For DMC care, press 1. For medical management, press 2. For ACO, press 3. For MSO, press 4. Thank you.
Okay, I pressed 1. See what happened.
Thank you for calling DMC Care. My name is Stacy. I can assist you today.
I'm doing good. I'm calling about the sign, the billboard that you have going on in Dearborn Heights for the equally dangerous helpline for e-cigarettes.
You said some billboard signs?
Yes, it's in Dearborn Heights. It says equally dangerous 24/7 hotline helpline, and it gives an 800 number, and they transferred me to you for the DWMHA.
Okay, this is DMC Care Health Plan.
I'm sorry?
I said this is DMC Care Health Plan.
Okay, well they transferred me to you.
Okay, I don't know why you was transferred to an insurance company. Are you a DMC employee?
I'm transferred to an insurance company?
Yes.
The number, okay, let me give you the number that they gave me. 800-543 0161 is the number that they just transferred me to. The number on the billboard is 800-241-4949.
Okay, well, the 1-800-543-0161, that is our telephone number here at DMC Care Insurance.
That's the insurance company.
Correct.
They just transferred me to an insurance company.
But the billboard that you see, is it related to DMC?
It's related to DWMHA.
Okay, yeah, unfortunately, we're not affiliated.
You're not affiliated.
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Huh. I'm sorry, I find that really funny. Okay, I'm calling back. Whoops. Okay. Hold on.
The Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority Access Center. Please be advised that your call may be recorded for quality assurance. My name is Grace. I'm a customer service specialist. Is this call an emergency?
No, it's not. I'm calling about the billboard that you have going up in Dearborn Heights for equally dangerous for e-cigarettes. How can you help me?
What are you calling about? I mean, what's the...
Well, it says you said 24. It says 24/7 helpline for equally dangerous for electronic cigarettes. It says call you.
I understand. What is your question, though? What can I help you with?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Ma'am, you haven't given me a question. You said you're...
Well, I use electronic cigarettes. How can you help me?
I'm sorry, you said what now?
I use electronic cigarettes. How can you help me?
Okay, I can get you transferred to the smoking cessation line.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Can you give me the number?
It's 1-800-543-0161.
That's not the helpline. That's an insurance company. I just got transferred there.
Okay, well that, I don't know if you listen to all the prompts, but it's also the smoking cessation line.
Okay. Can you tell me what prompt to hit?
I cannot tell you which one to hit, but if you can listen to the prompts, it should be able to direct you where you need to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And she hung up on me. All right. Well, let's call this number. 8.
Thank you for calling the DMC Care Health Plans Customer Service Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911 or go to the nearest emergency room. Calls may be monitored for quality assurance. Please listen as our prompts have changed. For DMC Care, press 1. For medical management, press 2. For ACO, press 3. For MSO, press 4. Thank you. Thank you for calling the DMC PHO Medical Management Department. If you are calling regarding eligibility, benefits, to status a claim, claims appeals, or regarding a HAP or DMC member, please press 1. For DMC Care outpatient authorizations, please press 2. For DMC Care pre-certifications and inpatient elective admits, please press 3. For DMC Care inpatient skilled nursing and rehab admissions, please press 4. For DMC Care medical appeals, please press 5. All other callers or those without a touch-tone telephone, Please wait on the line for the next available person. Thank you. Thank you. Just a moment.
Yes, I was transferred over to you by the DWMHA for smoking cessation.
For what?
Smoking cessation to help quit smoking or electronic cigarettes.
Oh, just a second. Hold on. You know, this is the prior authorization department.
Okay, I was listening to your prompt and I couldn't understand which prompt to go to.
Okay, what department are you calling? What provider are you calling from?
Okay, there is a billboard sign in Dearborn Heights.
Oh, we don't have anything to do with that, ma'am. Somebody else called us too, and we don't know anything about that sign.
Okay, then
What
who?
number did?
There's a number on there. It says 800-241-4949, and they're referring us to you.
No, let me get. So we don't know anything about that. Hold on, let me get some information off you.
Okay.
And okay, where is the billboard?
It is in Dearborn Heights off of Telegraph, I think it is.
And this is for smoking.
It is to help quit electronic cigarettes. It says equally dangerous 24/7 helpline 800-241-4949. The sign says it's from DWMHA.
No, we're DMC.
Okay, but the MWHA forwarded me to you.
Now what's that telephone number again?
1-800-241-4949.
241
4949.
4949.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. And they have me on hold. They know nothing about this sign. Yes.
Okay, when you, the 1-800 number referred you to our 1-800 number, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now this department doesn't know anything about it. I've been trying to get the customer service. You call 1-800 to 543.
Wait a minute, hold on. 800-543.
0161.
Okay.
And hit prompt 1.
I did that, and it was insurance.
And that's what I'm saying. It's our insurance company. So I don't know, but this guy, when I called 1-800, you gave me, he said that's who they referred him to. So I don't know. I've been trying to get in touch with the customer service, but they're busy there.
Yeah, I hit prompt 1 the first time they transferred me, and they said they're an insurance company. They have nothing to do with it. So I have no clue.
I don't either. I don't know what's going on.
So you have nothing to do. Yeah, you guys have nothing to do with the billboard. You have nothing to do with DWMHA, correct?
I know. I talked to the young man on the number you gave me,
Uh-huh.
and he gave me our customer service number. So I'm trying to talk to the customer service people to find out what's going on, but you said you already spoke with them.
Yeah, that from what the customer service of your number said is their insurance company. They don't handle that. So I called back the number, the 2414949 number, and they referred me back to the number that said to contact, or it would say smoking sensation on the prompts, and I heard nothing about smoking sensation.
No, they've got that all wrong. They better get that kind of straightened out. I don't know who to. I don't know who to transfer you to, what number to give you, but I'm going to see if I can't get this straightened out.
Okay.
Because you're not the first one that has called.
Okay, and just so you know, this is being recorded for
That's okay.
for educational research. And I do thank you for your time, ma'am. And I appreciate your honesty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, yeah, and that was pretty much the end of that one. Yes, we can unmute now.
Okay. I suggest the maker, I can't tell because the picture is at an angle, but it does show who is the sign maker on the bottom left corner.
Okay.
I suggest that I can't. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can read it better.
Cookie says she's going to try to drive by there and see if she can get a shot of the fine print on there. It is hard to see.
The sign maker, okay, the sign number is 2648. And the sign maker looks like it's called Out Front.
Okay.
I think let me see if I can find them.
But the problem is the sign maker is not going to have anything to do with it. They just made the sign. What do
Correct. They can say who we paid for it.
They probably won't be able to give out that information.
Yeah,
because that's confidential between them and the person who paid for it.
Right.
But it should be a matter of public record.
Yeah.
Which means you could look it up online.
I'm trying to get there now. Out front. Let me see here. Out front.
And the problem is whoever had that sign put up didn't have all the right resources for that sign. Now, and that was just one set of calls that I made, guys. I made another set, and I'll play it in a little bit. The first set, just I did it one day, and I did a second set the next day because they just totally drove me insane. If I didn't take a break, I would have probably went off. I was kind of laughing in between, but yeah.
Out Front Media Outdoor Billboard Company.
Okay.
Now, my question is do they have to pull a permit before putting up a sign like that? Because if they do, then it's a matter of public record and it'll be found in the county records.
I don't know.
I have never posted up a billboard sign like that, so I have no idea whatsoever.
Okay, here's the phone number. 602.
Well, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just keep the tab open.
Either that or just send it to me in Facebook.
Yeah, I'd really like to know where this is coming from. I mean, the second lady you spoke to said that she's gotten a phone call about it before.
Right. She's gotten several phone calls about it, is what she said.
Right.
But the one I just posted?
Mm-hmm.
This one is from Arizona. So...
Okay.
So there's one in Arizona now, too?
Must be.
Out Front Media.
Yeah, Out Front Media. But maybe they could give you the Michigan number.
That's a possibility. I'll check around and...
Oh, yeah, they're out in Arizona.
Mink's put in one. Let me look at it real quick. That's a possibility. This one might be it. It looks like they go everywhere, so I'll check on that one and find out where. Yeah, yours is national.
Case studies. I'm actually looking at their site because they have a tab that says campaigns at work.
And you know, the thing about it is, okay, if you're going to put up a sign like that, have numbers to cover what you're talking about. When I called, they first acted confused. Then they were like, "Oh, here's the number you can call, and they'll get you help." And well, what type of help are they trying to give me? Well, you know, what kind of help? What are you looking for? Well, I'm calling about your sign, so I'm calling about help for electronic cigarettes. You know,
right?
And you know, it was a really strange conversation for a professional place to not know what they're talking about.
Agreed.
That's why I think that they just plastered any number up there, and they got lucky and got a helpline.
I agreed, Minx, and that's in my second phone call. So if you listen, when I get ready to play that one, listen to it, because I did ask about that. It was, wait a minute, was it my second phone call or my third phone call? It might have been my third phone call, which I don't have it on hand. But even so, vaping isn't smoking.
Yep.
And
hit it right on the head.
Why is the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Association or Authority involved with vaping?
Well, maybe they talked to a couple of vapors like me and you and figured there's some issues going on there. We can help.
Help get the FDA off our asses. That's my thoughts.
That's what made me happy.
No.
But the thing is, it's not only the FDA, it's down to the state level. I mean, what's going on in Indiana and what happened in Arkansas is ridiculous.
Yep. So, you know, we're fighting so many battles right now, and more keep popping up, especially since the FDA has come out, especially like the sign and things like that. Greg Conley got involved in the sign. Demetrius got involved on the sign. I haven't seen if Phil did it yet or not. And at one point, they actually shut down their Facebook page because everybody was giving them a 1 star. So now their Facebook page is down to 1 star. And I checked it yesterday, and it was over 2,500 people that have rated them at 1 star.
Oh yeah, I was one of them.
And so was I.
Okay, I missed that whole conversation because I was doing some research. What rated? I'm not a multitasker.
She's a multi-orgasmer. Get it right.
On the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority, there was a bunch of vapors that went on there. Over 2,500 vapors went on there and gave them a 1-star rating. It brought that from the 5-star rating. It brought it down to 1 star.
Oh, hey, Harris says that Rob says that a company named Outlook owns that sign and CBS owns Outlook.
Okay. Rob should be in here.
You know, I'm wondering if that's actually a state-funded thing and they just forgot to clue everybody else in, like was stated earlier, a scare tactic.
CBS. Oh.
Yep.
I do know that this has gone so hard that people are taking the videos that I made, the phone calls that I made, and taking them to the news media.
Oh, nice.
They're taking the signs to the news media. So this might get some exposure, people.
It might, but then again, you know how the media is.
It could get shut down, but you never know. I mean, if enough people speak up and cry out about it, there's a media station somewhere that will play it.
Yep.
You know, I was reading an article today about what's going on in Indiana, and it's just flat out crooked, and it's bad.
They'll try anything.
Well, here, I'll put the link up in case you guys want to check it out. Hopefully that link works. Yep, that should be it. The security company, the only security company that's qualified to help to watch the juice manufacturers and things like that, their application is 650 pages long and it's $100,000.
Wow.
There was one guy who applied. He's totally legit, been in business for 3 years or so if I remember correctly, and they denied him with no explanation whatsoever. Took his money, I'm assuming, but denied his application.
Okay.
Yeah, so far there's only 6 companies that are approved to manufacture and or vend e-liquid in Indiana now. 6 out of how many hundreds, if not thousands, there are now?
Jeez. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Makes you're absolutely right. One of the owners of Millpot Securities is related to the person who wrote the law.
Hey,
or helped
Reckless.
write the law.
Reckless.
Cookie said that out front. Wait.
I'm back.
Out front.
Yeah, that's the name of the company. Is owned by CBS.
Yeah.
Crap broadcasting systems. I mean, seriously, who watches CBS anymore?
Crap billboard systems.
I don't watch TV.
See?
My TV is on at night when I'm sleeping.
Jeez, put some oil on that thing.
That my chair is gonna drive me insane.
That's Marcy's joints.
I think Marcy has exceeded the weight limit of that chair.
What are you trying to say? I'm fat?
No, I'm trying to say your chair's underrated for your weight.
You tried to cover that up. You didn't do very well.
It's totally the chair.
You know, Marcy,
Mace,
you are a grown woman, and Fisher Price does not make chairs.
You know, y'all can kiss my butt. Y'all can kiss my
I
butt.
agree, Mace. Big Bang is a great show. That's why I watch it on other channels.
House of Representatives is calling your house? Okay.
Really?
What did you do?
Right?
Oh, Joe! Wait up.
As long as it's not the FBI, you're okay, Rick.
Right? Hey, has anybody heard anything if the FDA has bothered responding to the second inquiry by Homeland Security?
Nope.
I am actually been looking. Let me see if there's anything I could saw.
I was checking CASA, SAFA, Vaping Militia, Pink Lung Brigade. I checked all those and nobody has said anything that I have seen so far. And they were supposed to have responded 5 days ago.
And they'll get away with it.
Actually, Homeland Security will reach out to them one more time and then fine them in contempt of Congress.
Which will take another few years.
No.
Yes, well,
Not
when
2
they
years.
when they hold them in contempt of Congress, any action that they're holding them responsible for is suspended. Hey, Llama.
Hi, Llama.
Hey, Llama.
So, I'm glad they haven't responded.
Should I play the... Oh, go ahead.
If they don't respond, that puts us out at least another couple of years until the FDA tries to get their hands back into it.
Yep. Do you want me to go ahead and play the second video now, or wait?
Oh, you might as well play it now. What? You know what? Hang on. We have been on for a total of 48 minutes, and we have yet to have a group vape.
Okay, we can do that. Let me see if I can find it.
See how you are? You know, where's Buttons at? I have not seen her in weeks.
I don't know, hon.
You know, she just moved, so they're probably just getting settled in.
That was like a month ago. Settle your shit down. Yeah, it was.
I don't have that on my thing anymore. So we'll just have to do... Oh, there it is.
Ta-da.
Well, she
found it.
called us with me in the morning. She said that since they've moved, she's got a different schedule.
Oh.
So they go to bed much earlier than they used to. That's what she told me anyway.
So everybody put some 8s or hearts or whatever up in the room, and we'll have a quick group vape.
I'm waiting to steal from Minx.
What are you stealing? Oh,
heart.
never mind.
Oh, wait, this thing?
Yeah, that thing.
And of course, I have yet to get on the list to welcome everybody, so I'll do that right after the group vape.
You'll do what and how and who?
Get on the list and welcome everybody like I usually do at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, why didn't we do that?
Well, because we went from picking on you straight into your content.
Well, we can welcome everybody while we're doing the 8s.
Well, alright, so while everybody's putting the 8s and hearts in the room, I'm going to multitask and say good evening, ID Minx, and Angel Rider, and Gotwood Joe, and Era Cookie, and Mark Sims, and Reckless, and Smalley Bells, and Soda Pop, and Vape Llama. Welcome everybody to the show.
Welcome.
And now...
Everybody juice her up. Make it all juicy.
And then...
And then...
No, and then...
And then...
Paris, are you juicy?
I'm wet.
You're
I'm nice and wet.
Hold on 1 second.
Paris has a seatbelt on her chair. If not, she'll slide off.
Well, come on, I'm waiting to suck. Jesus.
Well, give me a second. The zipper's kind of tricky.
Wow.
You're in that big area, pull it out yourself, lady.
Right?
Wow. Minx, I don't know what to say. I really don't.
Marcy's short on words.
Oh.
Minx, don't you shake your head at me in that tone of voice.
I am, Sims. It was 112.
3, 2, 1. Paris, tell them what to do.
Suck it dry.
Well, that didn't work. It's hiding behind the lies.
Great. A good suck is always behind my lies. Unless of course it's Diet Cock.
Well, there she goes. She's gonna vapor lock. She's gonna vapor lock.
And there she goes.
Great. Paris snorts and Marcy starts laughing like Muttley.
Hey!
What?
Your ass!
What?
Ass!
Use your words.
I did! I called you an ass!
And here is my impression of Marcy responding to Soda Pop. Well, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
You know, on them older Yosemite Sam cartoons, he really cursed up a storm.
Yeah, he did.
No, it was blatant. I mean, I used to have one on cassette, and you blatantly heard him say, "Goddamn motherfucking rabbit."
I have a whole bunch of those banned classic Warner Brothers cartoons. The ones that were banned because of war propaganda, the ones that were banned because of racism. I have them all. I found them on the internet.
If you look at the original Mickey Mouse cartoon, Steamboat Willie, that was about as racist as it gets.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of blackface going on there.
Yeah. So, and then who was it? Speedy Rodriguez, his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez, would sing about marijuana in the cartoon.
Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, his cousin, Slowpoke, would sing blatantly about marijuana.
Of course, Heckle and Jekyll were pretty racist, too.
Yeah, yes, they were.
Alright, well, why don't we go ahead and play the second video. The second video is, I think, about 13 minutes, maybe a little bit less. So, we'll get that one done. So, go ahead and mute yourselves.
I don't want to.
Well, please? Please?
I don't want to.
Please!
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I figured I would try this again with them and go live this time. So here we go.
Thank you for calling the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority Access Center. Please be advised that your call may be recorded for quality assurance. My name is Jackie. I'm a customer service specialist. Is this call an emergency?
No, it's not an emergency. I'm calling about... No, this is not an emergency. I'm calling about the billboard that you have up in Dearborn Heights off of Telegraph Road for the equally dangerous 24/7 helpline. It gave this number. You guys have referred me to another number. That is an insurance company. They have nothing to do with this. I've called them twice now.
Okay.
Is there some...
Hold on, this is just a call center, ma'am.
Okay.
Hold on. We're going to get you over to the right number, okay?
All right, can you give me that number?
Sure. 1-800. 586.
586.
48.
72.
Okay?
Okay.
I'll transfer you over.
Thank you.
Like your opinion in a quick 3-question survey. As a thank you, select callers will receive a free Caribbean cruise for 2 for helping us. Let's begin. Are you or someone in your household 50 years or older? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Are you or someone in your household 50 years or older? Press 1.
Now they said, wow. Okay, let's try this again.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority Access Center. Please be advised that your call may be recorded for quality assurance. My name is Trina. I'm a customer service specialist. Is this call an emergency?
No, it's not.
How can I help you?
I'm calling about the billboard that you have up on in Dearborn Heights off of Telegraph Road. I have been having the runaround for the last hour. I've been sent to an insurance company, and now I'm sent to a vacation thing. Are you guys just giving people the runaround right now? Is that the idea, to drive people completely insane?
Absolutely not. We were trying to, what was the numbers that was provided to you? It may have been a misunderstanding as far as the numbers.
Okay, well, the first one, last one that I was just given was 800-586-4872.
Okay.
That was the last one that I was given.
And that was the wrong number too?
That sent me to some type of insurance, or not insurance, to a vacation, win a vacation thing. The number before that was 800-543-0161, and that's an insurance company. I was given that number twice.
I do apologize. Here go the correct number that's supposed to be given out to you. This is the number in which will answer some of your questions that you guys have. The number is 888 362 7792.
And where's that going to send me to?
It will give you some of the answers and what you need as far as what the purpose of the bulletin and the electric cigarettes or whatnot.
So is this to help me with my electronic cigarette problem?
I don't know what the number is for. All it said was for the callers that had concerns about the bulletin is for us to provide that number to you guys. That was it.
Did anybody say anything about problem? It said that you're going to help me.
No, you had called about the bulletin board as far as what was the deal with the electronics.
No, ma'am. If you remember, when I first called you, I asked for help with electronic cigarettes, and you said you helped, and there was a bulletin board, and now you're stating that I said something totally different. And you guys, I'm gonna call this number, and I will call back if this is an incorrect number.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the quit line. You said you're trying to quit the electronic cigarettes?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be helping with, right?
Check out the number. This is another number. 1-800-480-7848.
And what number is this to?
This is the quit hotline for stop using the electronic cigarette.
Can I ask what you all have against electronic cigarettes?
I don't have anything against electronic cigarette. I just a call center. I do customer service. I do assessment for mental health and substance abuse. That's all I do. I have no prejudice towards that. So I just do the call center. We have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Well, let's call up that last number. See what happens.
Carefully, as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. We're very excited to tell you about a special promotion for select callers. This will only take a moment. By answering just a few questions, we will find out if this offer is right for you. Are you or is someone in your household 50 years of age or older? Press 1 for yes. If you or someone in your household is 50 years of age or older, otherwise press pound. Just for calling today, you have the opportunity to receive a $100 rebate voucher, which you can redeem from your purchases at major retailers like Walmart, Target, and many more. The $100 rebate voucher is yours today for a small $1.95 fee.
So make sure you have your credit card handy to receive a $100 rebate voucher, which you can redeem from your purchases at major retailers like Walmart, Target, and many more. Press 1 on your phone. Again, to receive your $100 rebate voucher, press 1 on your phone. All other calls, please hold for additional assistance. New Dish Satellite TV customers save up to $540 in their first year. Plus, you could receive free installation, free HD for life, a free Hopper upgrade, and much more. Limited time. Find the best security solution for you and your family. Help protect what matters most with ADT Home Security.
This is the number that they just gave us. Gave me. That's a joke.
For burglary, fire, carbon monoxide, and more.
This is a joke. They're not there to help. They're just here for propaganda purposes. Okay, well, let's do this. She gave me 2 numbers. Let me call the second number. 888-362-7792. Yes, the DWMHA gave me your telephone number about the billboard that you have on Telegraph in Dearborn Heights.
Okay, hold on 1 second for me. Wayne State University, Department of Psychiatry.
Yes, I'm calling about the billboard that you have on Telegraph Road in Dearborn Heights.
You're calling about the what?
The billboard that you have on this number was given to me by DWMHA.
Oh, okay, the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority. Okay.
And
you're looking for psychiatric services?
I'm sorry?
You're looking for psychiatric services?
No, I'm calling about a billboard that they put up on Telegraph Road in Dearborn Heights about helping quit electronic cigarettes. They gave me your number.
Yeah. We don't have electronic cigarettes here. Are you looking for something to help smoking?
They gave me your number when I told them I'm calling about the sign that they have on Telegraph Road in Dearborn Heights on electronic cigarettes to help stop electronic cigarettes. They gave me your number.
And Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority gave you our number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we are a psychiatric clinic. Are you looking for smoking cessation programs?
I have no clue what they're sending me to because this is like the 4th number that they've given me that's incorrect.
Yeah. Well, tell me what exactly you're looking for and maybe I can help you.
I'm trying to find out why they put this sign up and how they're supposedly helping people with electronic cigarettes. I am an activist for the electronic cigarettes community, and just so you know, this call is being recorded for educational purposes.
Okay. I honestly don't understand. I'm a clinician. I just answer the phone. But what I can do is, if I can take your number, I can ask my director to give you a call back. Maybe he can answer your questions.
I think you've already answered my questions. Unfortunately, I think we're getting the runaround from the DWMHA.
Oh, yeah. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. If we can help, please call back.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. And that's how they do the runaround, people. They have no freaking clue. Yep, and that's what I went through. Oh, sorry about that, llama. It was a bit loud.
It was.
I went through. Oh, sorry about that, llama. It was a bit loud.
Okay, I'm feeding through.
Yeah, that was absolutely asinine.
Well, you can look at it this way too. I mean, the assholes that put up the sign were looking for propaganda, true, but these people that are calling now are getting the runaround. They're making themselves look like fools.
Mm-hmm. That's why I taped out. There is another call that is on the YouTube account, if anybody wants to listen to it. Oh, I was laughing at the calls. I was actually getting to a point. There was no anger. I was actually told or asked how I kept my cool because of the way the calls were being handled. Yes, I can. Let me grab it real quick. The whole situation was a joke. It was a complete and utter joke. I could not believe what they just put me through. Thank God I knew something like this was going to happen.
Well, you know, the general public really is not informed about vaping from an educated standpoint. They only know what they're shown through media, all forms of media, including the news and what they've seen. So propaganda like this actually makes the uninformed public correlate e-cigarette usage with mental health issues. And it's straight propaganda. That's all it is.
It is.
And substance abuse.
Substance abuse. Great. So now they're lumping us in with meth heads and heroin addicts, right?
Yep.
Yay.
Thank you, Cookie. I did. I kept my cool. I like I say, there was a few times where I laughed about it because it was actually stupidly funny. Because they have no freaking clue what they're doing. They sent me to a mental health psych ward. What?
Well, I think tomorrow I'm going to give them a call and ask to speak directly to a supervisor and let them know that I've gotten the runaround a few times and been giving incorrect information and incorrect numbers and completely bypass the front line. Go as soon as they get on the phone, just ask to speak to a supervisor. They have to give you one.
Well, I did call again yesterday, and that's the third call that I made. That's on the YouTube page. On that call, they actually sent me to the American Lung Association.
Okay. Who does nothing to support vaping in any way, shape, or form?
No, they do not support it at all because they are like, you should never put anything in your lungs, and it's just as bad as smoking. And I said, do you understand that the Royal College of Physicians believes that vaping is 95% healthier than smoking? Well, I haven't heard that, and that's your opinion, and you shouldn't do this because you're putting stuff in your lungs that shouldn't, No, it's not. It's not your opinion. It's research.
It's actual fact.
Yeah.
And if they're so worried about us putting stuff in our lungs, why are big companies still polluting the living shit out of the air we breathe? Why haven't they done anything to stop that? Oh, that's right, because they're getting paid.
Mm-hmm. And the thing of it is one of the ingredients is actually used in hospitals, in inhalers and stuff like that.
Propylene glycol is actually not used in inhalers anymore, and it has not been used in inhalers since the early to mid 80s.
Oh.
But it is used as a carrying agent for nebulizers.
Okay, well, nebulizers go into your lungs.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I had a nurse I was talking to not too long ago tell me, you're putting liquid into your lungs and it's never going to go away. You're going to essentially suffer from pulmonary edema. And I went, really? Tell me more about that nebulizer your kid uses.
They only use
fluid. That type of fluid will evaporate or go into your system quicker than it will stay into your lungs.
Absolutely.
They only use the facts when it supports what they believe.
This is very, very true. And I believe I saw on Facebook that, I believe you posted it, Marcy, that new implant that they have that removes food from the stomach directly.
Oh my God. That is like, I was just like, I saw, my daughter showed me that, and I was like, well, wait a second, they're legalizing bulimia. And that's exactly what it is. It's bulimia. It's just a medical form of bulimia, because what is bulimia? Bulimia is you eat as much as you want and then you throw it up.
Right.
That's the same aspect. You eat as much as you want and you empty out your stomach through a tube.
But you got to pay $150,000 for it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What does that look like? Big Pharma's looking for the cash.
Absolutely.
And that's why I put it up on our group, because I was just like, wait a minute, they can approve this, but they can't approve e-cigarettes? Because e-cigarettes are taking away from Big Pharma, because Big Pharma is no longer, their sales are going down because they're not selling the nicotine replacement patches or gums or their inhalers or whatever they want.
Well, you know, and like I was talking about on the state level earlier, and Big Tobacco's got their hands in the vape game a lot deeper than most people think. Because in that article I put up, it states that one of the manufacturers that was approved to sell in Indiana is actually owned by Swisher Sweets, which is owned by Altria, which owns Marlboro.
Right. Yep.
So, you know, they've got a stake in the game a lot bigger than a lot of people think. But they're the ones that can afford to do these things.
True.
Straight out. You know, all those little 15 ml bottles that you see in gas stations of crap juice, that's all Big Tobacco owned.
Yep.
You know, you never see things like Juice by Jameson or, you know, any of the popular smaller companies, you know, Suicide Bunny. You never see them in convenience stores or...
I have found a convenience store. I have seen a convenience store that does carry Suicide Bunny and a few other big companies.
But they also have they've turned a section of that store into a little small vape area, correct?
Yep.
Walk into a normal convenience store that doesn't have that stuff. That just, you know...
You're going to find cigarettes and crap juices and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Gas stations, things like that. I mean, that's all Big Tobacco owned.
Yep.
You know, they're playing both sides of the fence, and they're trying to monopolize both sides of the fence.
Yep.
The tobacco industry is definitely monopolized by the Big Five.
Yep, they are.
So why don't they try to do it with e-cigarettes as well? And as far as Big Pharma goes, I had a friend of mine whose wife worked for a certain medicinal development company, and I'm not going to say who, but she was in research and development, and they had created a drug. Can't say what it was for, not allowed to, and it worked. It cured the particular affliction that they were going for. They did not release that drug until other things had been added to it that would cause side effects.
Okay.
So they purposely add in things that will cause side effects, so you have to buy more Big Pharma drugs to combat those side effects. It's a never-ending cycle.
Right.
And this is what they're trying to do to us.
Mm-hmm. It is. Totally agree. The whole situation that with what's going on is all these companies like Detroit Mental Health or Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority and all them. All they're doing is they're feeding off of Big Pharma.
Well, I'm sure tobacco's got its hands in there as well, because pharma and tobacco work hand in hand on a lot of things.
True.
You know, the patch, the gum. Hell, I've even seen nasal inhalers for nicotine.
Yep.
Tell me that's good for your sinuses, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna put nicotine up my nose.
Yeah. You know,
hell, I hate using nasal things for sinuses, let alone nicotine. Celtic, you're quiet.
I'm just listening.
You got any comments on it?
I think the biggest problem is the government wanting the money that they're getting from Big Tobacco, and that's why we're seeing these bans being highly supported by the federal government and the FDA and things like that. I think it's all about the money.
It absolutely is. But and now we've got one delegate, one policymaker that is he filed papers against the FDA in Supreme Court as well. So we've got some bigger guns, not big guns, bigger guns that are jumping on our site and on our fight. So
it's not all about the money; it's about control too.
Absolutely, it really is. So all we can do is keep doing what we're doing and fighting the fight. I mean, we don't have the money to play dirty like they do.
Yep.
This is true.
But dirty isn't always win.
No, but it's usually a lot more fun.
True that.
You can't think I was going to let that go.
Nope. That would never happen.
No. So you guys out in the crowd, I mean, do you have any thoughts on this stuff whatsoever? I mean, any new info that you've heard that we might not have heard?
I haven't got the music playing right now because I would like to upload some of this to YouTube. So that's why there's no music playing at the moment.
You don't play music on YouTube?
Yeah.
That's right.
Copyright.
I forgot.
Yeah, they tend to get pissy if you do that.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I'm just 4-hour ride this afternoon. Sun took a little bit of energy out of me.
Oh, that's right. You went and picked up your scooter, huh?
You sure did.
Cool. How's it running?
Wonderfully.
Awesome.
Celtic's got a scooter.
Scooter.
And you couldn't even throw your leg over it.
I bet you I could.
I bet you couldn't.
I bet you her feet wouldn't touch the ground.
I bet you couldn't stand it up.
That I probably couldn't do.
Okay. So giggle all you want. It's 1100cc vibrator for you.
You know, I saw a short video on Facebook the other day, and I could have swore it was Marcy. It was this person coming up to a stoplight on a motorcycle, and when they stopped, they literally had to hop off on one side.
I saw that too.
And hold the motorcycle up, and I'm like, that's got to be Marcy. And then I looked at the caption, midgets riding motorcycles.
Oh, Jesus criminy.
It was Marcy.
I think so. Oh, there goes Paris.
Wow.
She's going to vapor lock.
There
it is.
I thought of Marcy the first.
You know, I'm of the opinion that
Hi, Zero.
both ends of Paris vibrates when she does that.
I think so too, because she makes enough noise for both ends.
Right? Hey, Zero.
Hi, Zero.
Hi, Zero. You are not innocent. Get away from that innocent voice.
Right?
Yes, party people.
Wow.
And Snortfest, yep.
Yep.
So again, if anybody wants to look at those videos, I'm going to put the link up here again. There's, I think there's like 4 or 5 videos, and they're all in a row. They gave me a runaround, that's for damn sure.
Oh, yeah, they did. Absolutely. Nobody could give you a straight answer as to what was going on whatsoever.
But you know what, though? And I learned that I got, because of the way I handled it, I felt like the bigger person. I didn't get pissy with them, angry. My voice did go up a couple of octaves there, but that was about it. I think I handled it pretty good.
You're not used to that, are you?
Well, you know, the thing is the people at the call center, no reason to really get mad at them. They don't really know what's going on. They just know that somebody's calling and they're trying to get them to the right place. Now, they do not have the information to get anybody to the correct place. Again, not their fault. The people sitting at the phones only can do with what's handed to them.
I meant being the bigger person, Marcy. Sorry.
You know, and the thing of it is who's the one that's giving them those numbers? That's the question. And that's what I want to find out. Who is giving you these numbers?
Whose idea was it to create the runarounds?
Yep.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And that's
That's what I
all.
wanna know.
That's all it was runarounds.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Oh,
actually, at one point, they closed down their Facebook, and right now their Twitter is, you have to be approved to read their Twitter comments now. Their Facebook is back up, but the Twitter is not.
Did you get kicked off their Twitter, Marcy?
Yep.
Oh, but why?
Maybe because I put up a picture that says lies across their billboard. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be it.
No more sticky? I like sticky.
Now it's just drippy runny.
No, I like sticky.
It depends on where it goes.
Oh, hey!
What the hell was that? Hey!
Yeah, I'm telling you, Paris has the whitest set of teeth I'd ever want to come across.
I take very good care of my teeth.
I'm not. I think that kind of went over her head because I knew exactly what you meant.
I just got it. I know. I just.
I was waiting for a comment over that one, but she just. I take very good care of my teeth. Mm-hmm. That's not what he was trying to imply.
Well, here's the thing. Of course he's going to come across her teeth. Most of us would come behind her teeth, but you only reach just so far.
Yeah, you got to be different. Oh, I broke Paris.
Speaking of which, where is Dude tonight? He said he was going to be here.
I know.
Who?
Do not.
Oh.
The other male co-host of the show.
I actually had it set up really nice for him to be here, but he didn't show up. I'll kick his butt.
Right?
Slacker, yes, slacker.
Total slacker. Oh, man.
So, either tomorrow or the next day, I've got something new coming. I have the RX 200S coming. I was going to get it at my local shop, but it was double the price, so I figured I'd just get it online. And I've got an Addy that I'm kind of scared about.
Which one?
Hold on, I'll tell you what it is, because I don't remember the name of it. It was a weird name.
That old age is a bitch.
Right there. Right there.
Oh, she wants you to sit on a finner.
On her finner?
Finner? What the hell?
Finner.
What the hell is a finner?
It's like a finger, only shorter.
Yeah, like yours.
It's called the Indie Duo RDA.
I've not heard of that one.
I hadn't either. I did Google it. It can take up to 6 coils. I will not use 6 coils, but it can take up to 6 coils in this atomizer.
It's a beast.
Yeah.
You
Why
know,
would you want something you're not going to use? If you're not going to use the 6 coils, why would you get something that
You don't have to use 6 coils. You can put up to 6 coils in it.
Like,
yeah. It's like driving a really fast car. You don't have to go 150 miles an hour all the time.
and you use one, you suck down a 10 ml bottle of juice in like 5 minutes.
Right? Well, here, this is one of my new toys, Marcy.
Ooh,
I just
pretty.
got rid of an octuple coil, and it was not bad.
You have a what?
I had an octuple coil in my TFE4 up until yesterday.
How did you like that coil?
I loved it. Right now, I've got the quadruple coil in here now.
I was going to grab one at my friend's shop the other day, but they didn't have any left. I'm going to probably go back down there and see if they have some, because I really do want to try it. But I hear it's a juice hog and a half.
I got rid of my TFE.
You go through some juice with it, but the flavorful, bounteous amounts of vapor that you get is worth it to me.
Right.
Well,
Oh,
I'm a flavor
check out-
chaser.
Check out my RX that I got done, Marcy.
What'd you do to it? Is that a wrap?
No,
Paint?
hydro dip.
Oh. Where'd you have that done at?
My buddy Mike Torrance from Carolina Box Mods got a hold of me about a week and a half ago, and he asked if I had an RX, and I said, yep. And he said, send it to me. And I said, why? He said, because I asked you to. So I sent it to him and got it back about 5 days later with this done to it.
Nice.
Right?
The only problem with the RX 200S is it only comes in one style. Gray and light gray. That's the only colors it comes in right now.
Oh, I still want to try one of those, Llama. I might just one day just kind of do it.
What, the 200S?
The Pico.
Yeah.
Oh, the Pico. I hit my friends. It's not bad.
Well, I only go up to like 30 watts anyway, so.
Right.
Text a message.
Somebody's a Minion fan.
I just think that's funny, and I hear it.
Those are Marcy's distant cousins.
Right there, asshole. Right there.
I thought they were Sparks.
Paris! She muted herself! No, she didn't. I actually thought she muted herself.
She hasn't hit her head yet, so we're doing all right.
Joe!
There she goes. We broke the Paris.
Yep. Paris, come back. Paris. Yo, Paris.
She did mute herself.
Paris! And she thought she was safe tonight.
Right?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play some music now. Finger! What do you mean, finger? Really? Come on back.
Wait, where's that finger been?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Does she have the smelly finger blues?
No, it's nice and clean. But it is wet.
There you go. Where's the popsicle?
Wow!
Now? You want one now?
Well, yeah. Wanted one like an hour and a half ago.
Oh gosh. Here goes the popsicle. We have a half hour for her to eat a popsicle.
Sweet.
Should only take her about 5 minutes.
Right?
She slurps it up.
Keep telling you, I've never wanted to been a popsicle before in my life. Till now.
Yeah, half hour, good lord. So, I finally broke down yesterday and I got something. And it wasn't really that much. I got a next book.
A what?
A next book.
What's a next book?
It's an iPad and laptop all in one. You could take it, I'll show you. It's got the keyboard, but you could take the keyboard off. And you got just this part. Like
Okay.
an iPad. And that will be used for events and stuff.
I'm sorry, Paris is eating a popsicle. I can't hear you at the moment.
And it's chocolatey creamy.
What? I'm sorry, I don't speak English.
No. I just don't understand how you could do that and not get a brain freeze. Yeah, I know, Zero. I should make her picture bigger so everybody can watch. Because they're not watching anything else.
I'm gonna go off camera.
They're not watching anything else except for you deep throating that popsicle.
You can make my camera bigger. I'm going off camera.
You wouldn't do that.
You want to make a bet?
What?
do.
Everybody just started typing all of a sudden. The
You
hell?
know, a 17-inch monitor does this justice. Just saying. I'm about to beam it out to my 55-inch 4K.
A 32-inch monitor or 42-inch monitor does even more justice.
Right?
Paris, you're on the big screen. Wait.
Next time I'll set it outside the window so the neighbors can watch too. I'll start charging admission.
Joe!
Wow, Joe.
Huh? Did somebody say something?
Like I said, I knew when she got that popsicle. Yeah, everybody was gonna become quiet because they're all eyes are on Paris right now.
Right? Wait, what's today's date? Oh! I will be down in that neck of the woods in 10 days.
Uh-oh.
And he's bringing a truckload of popsicles.
No, just me.
That's right, Meeks.
No, it's actually my parents' wedding anniversary, so me, my wife, and my daughter are driving down for it, and my mom has no idea we're surprising her.
Oh, cool.
Yep. I don't think Minx is brave enough to eat a popsicle on cam.
I think
I
she
don't
can.
I don't think she will. Just saying.
Welcome back, Mr. Sin.
Do a double feature with Smalley.
Where is Smalley? I see an empty chair.
She probably went to go get a popsicle. Alright, Flo.
I will never look at popsicles the same again.
Right?
Paris!
I see a road trip to California in my future.
Wow. That's all I could say is wow.
Huh. So, you know, what's funny is I've shipped her juice, so I know her address.
Uh-oh, I forgot about that.
That's right.
I don't have to ship her juice. I just know her address.
Huh.
I can get her address very easily.
She broke it.
And actually, I sent her. I was her Secret Santa last year, so I got her address too.
I'm in trouble.
Why are you in trouble?
I broke the tip off.
Oh, not the tip.
The tip. I sucked too hard and it came right off.
Oh, come on now, Minxie.
You sucked off the tip?
I did.
Wow.
I'm just going to, yeah.
There's a play on words right there.
Wow.
So, what do you guys think is going to be the timeline before that billboard finally gets taken down and or vandalized to the point where it has to get taken down?
Well, I'm going to say this. I am not stopping until the signboard's taken down, the billboard's taken down. I will keep calling, and I'm going to hopefully everybody else will do the same thing. I don't care if you're in Michigan or not, because I'm not in Michigan. I'm calling.
I volunteer to go vandalize it.
That would be me and you there, Paris.
I was just thinking. I was just thinking it's a good thing I don't live in Dearborn, Michigan.
I've had people. We've had people that threaten to paintball it, but then we start thinking about if we start paintballing it, how does it make the vaping community look if we start paintballing the sign? I know it sounds good and everything, but yeah, it's not gonna it's not gonna make us look good.
They need to put up a billboard right next to it with a big red arrow pointing to it that says, "This sign is bullshit."
Yes.
There.
I'm with you, Mink.
It It does sound good. I mean, I know where I can get two paintball guns.
I can become a tagger for a day.
It does sound good, but you know, you're absolutely right, Marcy. We can't sink down to that level.
Nope.
We have to stand up as a community and rise against it and be like, okay, we've taken all your best shots. We have medical facts. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. Well, Cookie, if you find out exactly where it's at, yeah, keep an eye on it. See if you see it go down or whatever, and let us know, because I'm going to keep calling.
Well, we should also post up the phone number to the company that put it up and start having everybody call and protest.
Already done, did.
There you go.
Yep, it's already there. Well, it's in the I'm a Vaper group right now.
Right.
I haven't had a chance to go any farther than that. So if you're in the I'm a Vaper group and you see that post, start sharing it. Oh, we already got comments on it. Prepare bombs away. Another person says maybe we should move on. Seems like we're beating a dead horse. No, we're not beating a dead horse. We got to keep fighting.
Where are you seeing these comments? I'm not seeing them.
It's on the I'm a Vaper group.
I am on there.
It's right underneath the first post. Not the pin post, the first post.
I'm
Do
not,
I need to tag you in it?
Yes, please, because I'm not seeing it.
Wow. I just decided to Google anti-vaping billboards. Chicago has one. Vaping, it's still addiction. Is put on by Healthy Chicago. Let's see, where's this other one? Vaping, liquid poison, again from Healthy Chicago. King County, Healthy King County Coalition has one. E-cigarettes are toxic, addictive, not safe. Wow. I did not think that there was quite so many of those running around.
I didn't either.
There's one. It's the next generation cigarette for the next generation of addicts. I can't see who that one's for. Oh, Vaper Shark actually has one up with a picture of Santa Claus on it. I don't always vape. Yeah, it says I don't always vape, but when I do, I choose Vaper Shark.
Okay.
I would like to take a picture underneath that sign with me vaping. Or even a video.
There's one that says poison is poison. One hand shows a cigarette, the other hand shows a mod, and it's got an 800 number. 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Thanks for curbing it.
Yep, and then there's another one, actually, e-cigarettes save lives, and it's put on by EASA, who I have no idea who that is.
E-cigarette saves lives?
Yep.
That's what we need next to this sign.
Right? I completely agree.
You know, comments like this one that that went up, maybe we should move on. Seems like we're beating a dead horse. I don't know. Seems like the vaping community made its point well known. We might have made a point, but the point isn't being followed through.
We have to keep making that point.
Yep. That would be just like, okay, we made a point to the FDA, so let's let it go.
Well, apparently
it doesn't work that way.
People don't. People. I don't know. I don't understand people.
And as I've always said, and everybody's seen it, I'm going to keep fighting.
Yeah, we can't stop. It's not a waiting game.
No.
It's an action game.
Yep.
You know, I was in Chicago Zero said that Chi-Town isn't all that pro-vaping. I was talking to a friend of mine out there the other day, and a new friend of mine, and we got into talking about stuff like that, and he found out that I own an e-liquid company, and he asked me my prices, and I told him, and he was like, are you kidding me? Where I'm at Chicago, it's $37 for a 30 mil.
Holy shit.
Oh, 120s are about $100. He said just over $100 for a 120. That's how heavily they have taxed it.
Well, California's right behind them.
Let's see. West Virginia just did a 7.5% tax per milliliter. So, and they actually did that one on the sly when they knew that people like Larry Faircloth and a lot of the shop owners were going to be out of town for an expo. They held this meeting on a Saturday and passed it.
Yep. I heard about that.
I mean, seriously, since when did they start doing these meetings on Saturdays?
They'll do anything.
$45 for a 30 mil and 100 mils are close. Wow.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. All they're doing at that point is closing small businesses.
Yeah. Because nobody can afford it.
You know, great. Let's take all these people who have opened small businesses, are not being assisted by the state or on welfare or anything else. Let's make them close their businesses and put them back on and put them on state assistance, because we all know how the job market is out there.
Yep. And that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I was talking to my buddy about that too. He said a carton of Newports out there will run you $225 a carton. You know, as I understand it, places like Chicago are trying to pass laws where you cannot order stuff to DIY.
Right.
Well, you can order flavorings, you can order VG, you can order PG, you cannot order nicotine.
You can soak your own tobacco leaves, but shit.
That's actually considered processing, and it's illegal unless you have a processor's license.
Well, how are they going to find out?
No idea, but you know they're going to be looking.
Yep.
Well, you know, just like when these regs go into effect, they're going to take people and start making examples of them. There are going to be juice makers that are in jail with rapists and murderers and all these horrible people. You know, for making e-liquid, for making something that saves people's lives.
They're making us feel like criminals.
Right.
And I'm not going to be made a criminal.
You know what's funny is I saw an expose on e-cigarettes and the correction system.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they're now either selling on the commissary or giving e-cigarettes to prisoners because it helps maintain the calm?
Well, taking smoking out of prisons was the dumbest thing they could do for a while because it incited so many riots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, granted, I understand they don't want them to smoke. I agree with that. But here you have people who are pretty addicted to this stuff and addicted to drugs and have anger issues and what have you, and you're taking away something else, something that keeps them calm, that helps them pass the time.
Right.
I mean, it's proven that the nicotine actually has a calming effect on the prisoners.
Well, absolutely. It also has a positive effect on things on like Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to see myself without nicotine if my brain is the way it is right now.
Parents, all you have to do is go.
You know, I know nicotine is still legal to buy online, and it is super heavily taxed out there, but they're working on passing bills making to where the general public cannot order nicotine online anymore. You have to have a special license to process nicotine. Basically, you would have to register as a tobacco manufacturer, which is just another way to say that you're going to have to go through the FDA to even DIY, on the off chance that you sell it to your friends.
So, in other words, if before the FDA regulations actually go into effect, I would have to make sure I have my stuff ready to go, at least the nicotine part.
The thing about that is up until August 8th, like, we'll use my company as an example. We have our stuff set up. We have our web store. We have our flavors out there. We're in shops. We can prove that our liquid with nicotine and without nicotine was on the market before August 8th. That gives us that 2-year leeway to go ahead and try to get the money to apply. Anything after that, no, you cannot put on the market, you cannot sell, you cannot put up on a website or anything until it has FDA approval. Not application, but approval. So that means all these companies, even the Chinese companies like Sigeli, Wodofo, and all those guys will not be able to introduce new products after August 8th,
Right.
unless they are FDA approved, which per application takes about 1,500 man hours per application.
Yep.
Now think about that. Think about that for a second. We figured out that when we put up our web store, each one of our 24 flavors has 70 different variations. So that's 70 different applications per flavor at 1,500 man hours per application. There is absolutely no physical way they could get all 24 of our flavors done within 1 year before I have to reapply and pay all that money all over again.
Yep.
It's purely set up to make people fail.
Mm-hmm.
There's
And they
no
get
way
the
around it.
money. And
Oh,
they-
absolutely. It is completely non-refundable.
Yeah, if they say no, you did something wrong here, then guess what? You just missed out on, or you just lost out on whatever you paid for that particular juice line or whatever.
Right. Wait a second, Zero. You're saying that you cannot walk down the street vaping? Is that what I'm reading here?
When did Chi-Town do that?
Almost every major city has now enforcing a Clean Air Act. But yet you can walk down the street smoking a cigarette, yes?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Not. It just goes to prove that they're out for just because.
Well,
I am so
here's-
glad I live in the state I live in.
years ago when I was living down in Southern California and I was a smoker, I was driving through this little town called Hillcrest and I had a cigarette in my hand. Driving in my car, not bothering anybody, pull up to a stoplight and I get pulled over as soon as the light turned green. And I'm like, what did I do? I had my turn signal on, I had my seatbelt on. Cop comes up to me and he asks me for my license and registration and I says, well, what is this for? And he says, well, you're smoking. I said, well, I'm well over 21 and I'm sitting in my car. And he was like, oh, you must not live around here. In the city of Hillcrest, it's illegal to smoke anywhere in public, so you can't even smoke in your car. I'm like,
Wow.
wow, so you're telling me where I can and can't do things.
Wow.
Well, look at Zero's comment. Yep, they can still smoke regular cigarettes walking down the street, but you cannot vape. I'd let them give me a ticket. I'd get me an attorney and fight that shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to run our lives how they want things to be run.
I already got a Mom. I don't need another one.
See, thankfully, in the state that I live in, a couple years ago when they did the law, banning minors from possessing e-cigarettes, we also got them to define vaping as separate from smoking, and it's written in our state law that smoking and vaping are two separate things, which is helpful when it comes down to stuff like that.
Right.
We do have an indoor smoking ban in our state. And in most counties, it's they enforce it pretty strenuously. But I have been to places where they were like, "Yeah, go ahead, vape. We don't have a problem. With you vaping inside." There have been places that have had a problem with it, and they say, "Well, please just take it outside." But nobody's ever giving me a hard time about walking out their front door and standing out there and vaping.
Right.
And I just read this one thing on Facebook in one of the groups. This guy works for a big pharmaceutical corporation, and he's been vaping for a couple years. and they make him go outside to the smoke shack with all the smokers and whatnot. So he said, on a positive note, what he's done is he's talked to a bunch of smokers, and he said he's got, in the past year or two, he's gotten 12 people to quit smoking and go to vaping, and they all got together and went to the head of the pharmaceutical corporation and said, hey, we made a decision to quit smoking and to vape to improve our health. But yet you're putting us in the same situation we were in before when we were standing there smoking. We would like our own area where we can vape and smoking is not allowed. And lo and behold, they won and they got it. Which is pretty awesome. I mean, when a big company like that can actually recognize, okay, these people are serious, they're doing this, they went about it the right way, and they played ball and gave them their own place to go vape where smoking is not allowed. Granted, it's still not a huge win for us, but it is definitely a separation of the two starting to happen. I'm seeing this more and more places where they actually have vaping only sections and smoking only sections.
Right.
And that's wonderful, and I'm all for that in some respects. But I don't mind going to the smoking section to vape because it gives me an opportunity to give a smoker who may not necessarily have been exposed to an e-cigarette or to real, I don't want to say real vaping, but to vaping that might work for them over the e-cigarettes they've been exposed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It opens the doors.
It opens the door because they'll look at mine and they go, "Wow, that's a lot of smoke," and I'll go, "Well, it's a lot of vapor." But it took this to get me off cigarettes because the cigarettes didn't work for me. And I've actually had one guy who wrote down all the information where to go get one of the same device I was carrying at the time because he felt that mine would work for him. And I let him do it. Here, give it a try. He's like, wow, that Because for me, the thing that kept me going back to cigarettes was feeling the inhale and the exhale of the smoke. Okay.
Right.
I didn't get that from anything, even the T3S tanks that I first got when I first started vaping. I got it a little bit, but not to the extent that I got it when I started dripping. Now, I will tell you this: if they'd have had this device, or any of the other the sub tanks that I have, like the Crown tank or the Crown tank, or there's another one I have that
TFV.
The Hercules tank, and the TFV4s. If they'd have had this and the regulated box mods when I first started vaping, I'd have never gotten to dripping. I'd have never rolled my own coils. Fuck all that, man. That's too much work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what?
I still do because I like tinkering now. It's become a hobby. But I use my tanks more than I do my drippers most of the time. I carry a dripper with me when I leave the house.
Just to show you just how uninformed and how afraid the general public is, I got 2 starter kits from the IBA Vaper Project to give out for free with juice to any one of my friends that smoke if I could video the first interaction with them.
Right.
I have posted it up multiple times. I have reached out to people, and I still have them 2 damn starter kits. And I've gotten the same reason every time. Well, I saw on the news that it's actually more dangerous for you. Or I saw that some woman developed pneumonia from it. Or she drowned from the oil in her lungs.
A friend of mine claims that she gets pneumonia from them, and I'm going, how? How do you get pneumonia from this? Okay, I basically have emphysema, and it doesn't affect me.
Right.
I've been diagnosed with COPD, which my doctor, who's a little Chinese guy, calls it emphysema. He says, COPD is crap, it's emphysema.
Right.
You cannot continue, you cannot smoke here. You smoke enough for 4 people. You quit smoking now.
But it's just amazing how the general public will believe anything that's put in front of their face without trying to do research.
Yeah, they don't look it up.
They're lazy.
I had a relative come to me and go, you're killing yourself. I'm like, as opposed to what I was doing before? I don't think so.
When people tell me that, I give them the standard answer. I've been dying since the second I was born.
That's just horrible for you. It's bad for you. It's going to kill you faster than the cigarettes. I'm like, well, I'd like to know how, because I'm breathing better now than I was 3 years ago when I quit.
Yep.
3 years ago when I quit, I couldn't do a voiceover on my radio station for 30 seconds in between songs, let alone carry on a 2-hour conversation in front of people, while the music's playing.
Very true.
Okay. and even when I first started vaping, I still had the cough a little bit. And have I been sick a couple of times since then? Sure. I had allergies kick my ass. I couldn't even vape, and I did get bronchitis once in the last 3 years. Now, prior to that, in the last 2 decades, okay, I had bronchitis twice a year, lasted over a month every time. Even if I went to the doctor and got the antibiotics and all the steroids and shit, it still took me over a month to shake the cough. Twice a year, spring and fall, every year, for about the last 20 years.
Right.
Up until 3 years ago. Now I'm much healthier. I don't get colds every time I turn around. It's I just get so frustrated with all the propaganda out there, and here we are trying to battle it and trying to save people's lives, and because of the propaganda, they don't listen to us sometimes.
That's true.
The other good news is that HR 2058 has started gaining momentum again, and it's now bipartisan.
Yep.
Which is great.
Yeah, that was an awesome thing to hear the other day.
Take
Good night,
care,
Smiley.
Smiley.
Take care. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, it's about time for Minx to come on.
Yep, yes it is. We got 2 minutes left.
Yep, Minx Madness is up next. Be sure to stay tuned for that. And I'll be back tomorrow morning for the Coffee and Cloud show, which we will be airing Leonard Skinner's brand new DVD release, which is includes their first 2 albums recorded live in their entirety.
Nice.
Yep.
I so misread that. I thought it said pink spot, pinkest. Never mind.
Yeah. In fact, here's my autographed copy I picked up at the concert on Saturday.
Nice.
Nice.
So it was a great show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner, Montgomery Gentry, the Last Bandoleros, and some lady that's local here that's getting her song played heavily on the country station. So good deal. It's a good show. 5 bands from 5 o'clock till about midnight.
You can't be there for that show. Okay.
Yeah, she's working during my show in the mornings.
Oh.
What time's your show?
From 10 to noon tomorrow.
From 7 till noon?
10 to noon Eastern
Oh.
will be from
7
to
to...
11 your time.
Yeah.
7 to 9 your time. But yeah, we'll be
Cool
playing
deal.
as much of it as we can play tomorrow. I don't know if we'll have a 2-hour show, so it depends on how long the DVD goes.
Minx, let
Well-
me know when you're ready.
It's that time. Maybe we should have a group vape before we go.
We can do that.
Alrighty, we can dispense with all the 8s and stuff in the room. And 3, 2, 1, soda pop. Tell them what to do.
Suck it dry. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being with us.
Bye, guys.
See you
Love
guys.
you all. Hugs.
Hugs and hearts.
Paris ain't putting up the heart.
Oh, Paris, just stand up and turn around. Show us the heart.
Night, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Good night, y'all.